Democrat. So I think Clinton tactically handled it, but he's trying to adjust to that role now, being the leader, the presumptive leader of the Democratic Party, as the nominee designate or considered to be the likely nominee, and having been the outsider, and he doesn't want to forfeit, as David pointed out, that mantle as the agent of change. When people are looking for change, it's the out-of-office candidate and the out-of-office party that most often represents change. George Bush has a very difficult task ahead of him politically to cast himself as the agent of change.
David, on Clinton, is he free now to just concentrate his attention on George Bush, or does he have to also acknowledge Jerry Brown's presence in this race?
Well, as Mark pointed out last night, I think Bill Clinton is now going to be trying to redefine his campaign by focusing much more intensively on President Bush. The thrust of his argument will be against the current administration and the status quo. When questions come up, as Jim pushed him tonight on Jerry Brown, he'll answer those questions, but he clearly wants to treat Jerry Brown as a secondary figure while he marches through a series of primaries, winning by attacking George Bush, trying to build his stature as best he can, and trying to make himself look more electable. And his people point out that one of the things that's helped him in these primaries, they feel, is when he gets in and gets a chance to make his argument to the voters in a particular state. By the end of the campaign, he does very well against the president in a head-to-head race in that particular state. If you look over the list of primary states, Bill Clinton is either ahead of George Bush or just even with him in most of those states.
All right. Well, we'll be seeing you again real soon. David Gurdon, Mark Shields, and Alan Murray. Thank you.
Again, the major stories of this Friday. The House and Senate met President Bush's March 20th deadline and passed an economic package. It lowered taxes on the middle class and raised them for the rich. Mr. Bush vetoed it before it reached his desk, saying he opposed tax increases of any kind. And Iraq gave in to United Nations demands to destroy its weapons. And finally, the Associated Press reported this afternoon the administration had lifted its so-called gag rule banning abortion counseling at federally funded clinics. The AP later clarified that report and said the gag rule had been modified but not lifted. Good night, Charlene.
Good night, Jim. That's the News Hour for tonight. We'll be back on Monday. Have a good weekend. I'm Charlene Hunter-Gault. Good night.
Part of helping the world live and communicate better is keeping it relevant.